Thank you so much for the introduction. Texas A&M requires students to have a parking permit for a large majority of the lots on campus. These parking permits can range anywhere from $300 to $900, depending on what parking lot or garage you want to park in. This amount of money alone should be enough to guarantee that students who have purchased a parking permit will always have spaces available to park. However, this is just not the case. Texas A&M should adopt a policy that guarantees that students who have purchased a parking permit will always have spaces available to park. Unfortunately, there are two instances in which I was not able to park in a parking lot or garage that I had purchased a permit for. The first instance was when I was staying on campus at White Creek Apartments. I paid $200 for a parking permit on top of the $800 a month that I was already paying to stay at White Creek Apartments. And every day I would come home and struggle to find a parking spot. Sometimes I spent 15 to 20 minutes driving around lot 122 just waiting for a space to be available. And I would witness cars parked on the side of the road for minutes at a time, just waiting for someone to come out. Um, there were also other instances in which I didn't even want to leave my apartment because I knew that if I went to the store or went to the library or anything, that when I came back, I would not have any place to park. And so I decided that it was time for me to move off campus. So after I got my new apartment, which was only 5 minutes away, I didn't have any of the issues that I had before. I could park wherever I wanted and I could come and go as I please. The issue arose when the semester started. Because I was off campus now, I now had to purchase a parking permit for a lot on campus. I purchased a Lot 100 parking permit for $319 because it was the closest one to my classes and it was only 5 minutes away from my apartment. On the first day of class, I decided that I would leave 20 minutes early so that I could have time to walk to class and then I would have time to talk to my professor. 20 minutes early, and I only lived 5 minutes away. So I got in my car, I drove to my newly purchased lot, only to be faced with the same issue that I had tried so hard to escape before. I spent 15 minutes that day circling around Lot 100 with many other students that were just trying to find a parking spot so that they could get to class. So why is this still an issue? Why does this problem persist? Sorry. So the reason that this is an ongoing problem is because the only action that Texas A&M has taken to prevent students from parking in lots that they shouldn't be is by issuing parking citations. This is stressful for the students as well as the parking citation officers because they have to continuously issue out tickets. According to Texas A&M's most recently collected citation data, parking service officers issued 8,030 parking citations in the month of September 2009. Of these tickets issued, 61% of the tickets were given for not having a valid permit or ID and also being parked in an unauthorized area. Moreover, this form of attack doesn't reach everyone. There are still people that get off scotch-free parking in lots that they shouldn't be because you just can't reach everyone. So what is the solution? I suggest that Texas A&M adopt a policy that guarantees parking availability for students. Texas A&M should require students to swipe their IDs in order to enter a parking lot or garage. Students use their IDs all the time to go to the rec center, to go to the library, to go to dining halls. So why should parking be any different? Currently, all vehicles are required to display a valid Texas A&M University parking permit on their windshield if they're going to park in a permit required lot. This This is not a standalone solution because it is impossible for parking service officers to look into the windows of every single car that passes by, and cars go in and out every single day. By simply requiring students to swipe their IDs to park, persons without a parking permit will not be able to park in spots that they didn't purchase. Parking service officers will not be tasked with the impossible. The amount of parking citations would go down. And most importantly, the people that have paid for parking permits will always have spaces available to park. These parking issues put an extremely heavy weight on students on top of the workload that they already have. It is imperative that Texas A&M make the following changes to their parking system. Thank you.